Hey, what's up guys? I'm the Golden Pollock. Today the boys and I decided to come out and get some gold. It's beautiful out. It's cold here in the shade, but we're getting down in like the late 20s at night, so it is pretty chilly. The water's freezing, but the gold doesn't stop. So neither do we. Right on. So I got my sluice box all set up. I'm not in love with the way it's running, but it will suffice. It'll catch gold because that's the way Sam built this thing. You could throw it down a hill and it would pick up gold. So let's go ahead and do a couple test pans out of here. Been waiting for the water to come down so we can check the middle of the creek better. So let's do some test pans and see what we're working with. Now, the last time we were here, the gold was pretty good. Can't imagine it'd be any different now, but where we really wanted to get was in the middle of the creek here. All right, no big nuggets. All right. That water is frigid. I see a little bit showing up. A couple of specks it looks like. We might have to move around today and find where the more gooder gold is. All right, there's probably 15 or 20 colors in here. See if I can get a little closer for you. Yeah, it's not bad, but that's not what we're looking for. All right, let's go for another one. We'll try to shoot for the middle of the creek. All right, there's my snuffer bottle. All right. All right, let's get back in there. All right, we'll get out towards the middle a little bit more. We'll see how that's looking. No big nuggets. Come on, boys. What do you got up there? Boy, this water is so cold. Well, let's see, maybe 15 or 20 colors in here. It's not looking real good. I don't know if you guys can see that, but hey, there's a little gold in there. We'll go out closer to the middle yet, but there's nothing wrong with pans like that. Not a great pan, but I think you guys can see the gold in there. All right, let's get back in the middle. We'll go out here in the actual middle. Big old flat rocks in here. Come on, boys. All right. think I need to invest in some of those warmer rubber gloves. And it wouldn't be so bad if the dang sun would hit over here, but it doesn't hit over here until late in the afternoon. See how we got. A little bit in there, but not as good as I was hoping. All we can do is just keep stabbing around. And there's a little bit in there, but definitely not what we're looking for. Try to move down the creek just a little bit. Come on, Scott. Trouble. And I know that right here where I'm walking, this is all good, but I've been wanting to get out in the middle for a minute now. So, figured just go ahead and test that right away, and if it's not looking as good as we'd like, we'll just come over here to the sides. And there's a little bit, but boy, it is not what I was hoping it was going to be. I don't know if you guys can see that. There's quite a few finds in there. Let's see. Get you a little closer. There we go. So there's a little gold, but let's keep looking. And I always keep my snuffer bottle over near my gear because I have lost many of snuffers, and often there was 1 to 3 grams in them almost every single time. So I'll just go ahead and stay safe and leave it over here by the buckets. It's crazy to see how much black sand is down here. This is all black sand right here, just big streaks of it. Nice. Black sand down the whole bank. So we just moved down the creek just a little bit. You see a couple specks, but yeah, maybe 15, 20 colors in there, real fine. I'm gonna get that out of there. All right, I think we're just gonna go ahead and start filling up buckets and running it through the box, because there's not bad gold here. So let's go ahead and get after it. Get some of these big rocks out of the middle so you ain't gotta fight with them while you're shoveling. We'll put 8 or 10 scoops in here, and we'll go throw it through the box and see how it's looking. All right, we'll get this bucket filled up, go over and start punching it through the sluice box, see what we got in the mat. All right, our box is not running great. I can make a few adjustments, speed that water up a bit. And then we'll start seeing some gold stack up. All right, that's not too bad. Clearing off fairly quick. Again, I can speed it up some more. But we're running. All right, we got it running a little bit better now. Now, we're just gonna start cranking it through here. And as I go, I'll make my little fine adjustments. Put some material up in the front, it'll force water up over the top. To clear this off a little bit quicker, and I think my pitch is good. My angle's looking all right, so we'll play with the water a little bit. Hopefully we start seeing some gold. Could be clearing off better. I do gotta mess with the water a little bit, but everything's doing what it's supposed to do here. Got black sand piling up behind this first drop riffle. The V-mat's starting to get some gold in it here. And it's clearing off all the way down, so a couple of minor adjustments and we're in. But we've already got some gold showing up in there. See all that black sand piling up? Piece there, piece there. Up in the front here. And there's a little bit in the front here too. So let's go ahead and keep getting it. Well, it's not great, but when you're getting this in every pan, it sure starts to add up. And every little bit counts. How my boy doing? Huh? You getting into trouble? You living up to your name? Here's your brother. Come on, Scotchers. Whee! Alright, let's get back to work. Oh, my handsome boys. Yeah. They're my good dogs. Good boys. You stay out of trouble. And don't get in the scotch. Alright, Dad's gotta go to work. Alright, we'll get 8 or 10 good shovels out of here. Go over there and get it in the box. See how we're looking. We just got us a big old nail. Nice. It's a good sign. Alright, we got our bucket 3/4 of the way full. To the box. Alright. I'm not going to get too critical on the sluice box. It's going to catch, and that's what's important. You can play with these dang things all day long to dial them in, but only so much time in a day. What is it, young man? Scotch? What is it? Huh? What is it? You gonna help Daddy? That is a beautiful sight. Nothing like getting gold, sitting in the sunlight with your two best buddies. Right, Trouble? Yeah. We'll get some gold. We get gold, don't we? Alright. Well, we're running alright here. I think this is our 4th or our 5th bucket. So I'm going to finish this one up. We'll see how it's looking. Want to bite a nanner? You want some? Okay, come here, Trouble. All right. We'll finish up this bucket. Well, I was getting ready to take the box out. It's not seeing as much gold as I'd like to see in here, but I cleared out a little bit, got some of that black sand out of there, and it's not too bad. A little bit of gold stacking up. So what I think I'm gonna do is, that's 4 buckets. I think I'm gonna clean out, maybe do some prospecting around. Gotta chase gold. If it's not there, stop digging there. Return to sender. You know, shit happens when you're not paying attention. Let's see what we got in this box now. Leave it with a little less gold now, but let's clean it up, see what it is. You gonna walk right in front of the box? All right, finish up this bucket. Grab a snack for the boys, maybe a piece of banana. You want some bananas? You want some banana? All right. Let's finish this bucket up and we'll get a snack. Gotta love that. It's Daddy's good boy, huh? Yes, sir. I love my dogs. What great dogs. They're hard-working miners. They're down here with me every day. My best friends, huh? Some more, Nana. You want a bite? Sit. Sit down. Good dog. Trouble, sit. I said sit. Sit. Shake. Speak. Good boy. Well, the gold wasn't as good as I'd like it to be down here, so we moved up the creek a little bit. Show you guys what kind of pans we're doing. And just because you're in an area that's got good gold does not mean you need to limit yourself to that one spot. Gold is finicky and you do have to chase it. See what we got going on here. Ooh, that wind is cutting right through me. See a few pieces showing up. All right, see how we do. Not bad. See if I can get this a little closer for you guys. Not bad. Let me get it in the sun a little. So there is some gold in there, and it's a little bit better than it was down the creek, so we'll go ahead and start filling some buckets from here. Get that through the box. So normally I'll leave my snuffer bottle with my backpack. I don't mind taking a couple extra steps to suck up gold, because I've been known to lose more than one. And out of nowhere, here comes this 50-mile-an-hour wind, and it blew my stuff everywhere, and my bottle's gone. So if anybody finds a Garrett gold guzzler with like 1/4 gram of gold in it, go ahead and return that to the old golden pole lock. Okay, so it's back to a good day. Look at what I just found by the water. Look how close it got. Oh, yes. Because that would have been gone. And it's like that for like the next 1/4 mile. All right, I got this pan down a ways, just so we can get an idea how we did. Because it's a lot to go through down here. That's a ton of black sand. And let's see. Hi, Nosy. You guys can see that. So yeah, there's some gold in there. Not as much as I'd like to see out of 4 buckets.
I mean, it's not bad, there's nothing wrong with that, but I think it's time to get the pan, the shovel, and go poke around and see where the better parts of the pay streaks are. But I'm not complaining. Quite a bit in there.
All right, well, we came out and got some gold today. We lost and then found our snuffer bottle, which is cool. And for 4 buckets, I guess we didn't do too bad. It's just got to get back down here and prospect around and get back on the better pay and try to treat each other good. We have to be the change that we want to see. Till next time, get out there and mind your business.